Get my cash right, cause I spent it all last night. Said I'm good to go, only if the bag right. Hit it, then you know I gotta do the dash right. Told her how I'm living, welcome to the fast. Get my cash right, cause I spent it all last night. Said I'm good to go, only if the bag right. Hit it, then you know I gotta do the dash right. Told her how I'm living, welcome to the fast life. It's the life I chose, living on the road. Let's go take a trip, got a couple shows. We don't even vote, but you know we taking.
What's good, y'all? It's SB Twizzy, man. You already know how we carry it, man. Tonight, man, we got a legend that's tapping in, bro. We doing it live, raw, and uncut, man. This SB Twiz, the hood blogger. Y'all know how we carry it. You know what I'm saying? This man that's coming on tonight, man, is very, very important, man, to the Philly hip-hop scene, to the city of Philly, period. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into everything tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, the Grippaz, man. Frank with the Grippaz is tapping in with us tonight. You know, before Grippaz tap in, I just got to play a little throwback joint from the Grippaz. You know what I mean? We going to have to carry it the proper way. You know what I'm saying? So we just going to run this throwback joint real quick of the Grippaz, you know, before the Grippaz tap in, man.
Hood, real buck in the hood, serving the guns and puffing the woods, trying to see a real buck in the hood. Fuck the haters, cap a tray, 8 tucked in the hood. I was about paper, even if it was just a little something to get by. Block kept a nigga with the lie to get high. Bunch of little bitches around. I said they was for Glock, he said they was for Dot, he said they was for Jay, and Jay said they was for Bay. Well, Bay, he's known as 4 pound a day. But let me get back to the story. A bunch of little niggas running around like a dozen of 40s. You couldn't tell if we was a dozen of 40. And now we hold a dozen of 40s. Waiting for creeps wait and they thinking we sleep. Y'all niggas will keep playing cause we playing for keeps. See, my old head screwed me to the fact of the matter. Matter of fact, I made my own way in the streets. Thinking it's sweet, they ain't find your brains in the street. And the rest of your remains under sand on the beach. I ain't playing competes, I'm a 3-1 soldier. Keep 3 guns on the belt with no holster. TCYG, TCD, still CG, coming from the DE, L got the DE, nigga wanna see me, he be MIA, down to MIA, you know how I play, I be on my toes like ballet, little red bone, cornrows in the body, I don't act dog, ain't a cornroll in my body, don't make me roll in your line, be rolling the time, the realest nigga by any means necessary for your safety, try to stand in the secondary, I let it clip off, toss some bullets all in your field, hit your chest in the open. That's what you call a pick off. And the pitfalls, shit, we shoot dice, crap, back, shoot twice, blow your brain on a brick wall. Now you put your name on the same one. I won't even change guns. I flame your family with the same one. Change that made y'all change. So if I catch you in your range, in my range, I'ma take y'all change. Shit, and I ain't gonna stop at all. I'll pop your broad, your dog, I rock your dog. Bitch niggas get the cops involved. Little niggas be claiming they pull triggers, wouldn't rock with balls. Look, ain't no stopping me, ain't no locking me. He don't cooperate when I'm robbing him, then I'm rocking him. Niggas know the rules of this shit, and if you don't, that's the reason you don't know how I be doing this shit. YG, though I live like an old one. I'm uptight, so I blow J's, listening to they old songs. Living with no soul, niggas is cornrows, getting in my head till I pick them in drum rolls. Niggas start scripts, start playing a dumb role, acting like they change up, try and get they brain fucked. Run up with the thing like pussy, get your chains up. I end up in prison, then I'm never giving names up. I was put down by the OGs to put up G's. Fiends scraping up money from stogies. Try and get on, and you niggas a flop before you drop. Scream I'm pop before you shot. No, you not seeing me. Even if X-ray vision was your scenery. You seeing me? My bitches try steaming me. So do you bitch niggas. So it's big clips in my steamery. Shit, I'm a heat seeker. 4 pound hitter, nigga, like a heat seeker. On pound shit, I need reefer. Yeah, I flip then cop, I flip you and take yours if I need sneakers. Chief for the villagers, keep something up and smoke. And shotguns like I caught from the pilgrims. You can thank your man hot, I'm not feeling them. Pop with rocks and glocks and I'm killing them. Grim Reaping now. Face, I'm selling them. Make me lift your ceiling with some shit to lift a ceiling up. Sleep on me, And I'ma have to wake you up and then wake you up so you can sleep on me. And I ain't got a problem with all that. I can't stand with the man, dog, it's easy to saw that. Niggas need to fall in the way back. Talking about the figures to the nigga that'll follow your mate back. Holler your wave cat for floating the wrong boat. From long scope niggas in they throat with chrome coats. Niggas can't cope with the ball. I'll make you a ghost toting the falls. How you floating the walls early.
Back at it, man. SB Twiz, the Hood Blogger, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Norm, I see you. Kev, I see you. Y'all know how we carry it, man. All I ask is, hit the like button when you tap in, man, to help with the video algorithm and all of that. You know what I mean? The grippers are being with us soon, but, until the grippers get in, man, it's only right, man. We just going to touch up on that era period. The golden era of hip-hop. The era before artists could monetize in their own music. The era before it was TikTok. The era before it was Instagram. The era before it was a lot of things that artists that's coming from the trenches today they have, and they are pretty much blessed to have, because that DVD golden era of hip hop, bro, it was a lot of people around the whole world that was tuned in then. A lot of people we see, whether it's battle rappers or even rappers that's 30 and up, definitely, we're fans of, these Philly legends, man, that was on these DVDs, man. We gonna keep it a stack, man. This is an era that we can't let get wiped away, bro. Shout out to the city of Philly, man. Shout out to the whole city of Philly. Shout out to the youngins that's up and coming, man. Y'all doing y'all thing. Y'all getting to a bag. I salute y'all. But at the end of the day, we can't let that golden era of Philly rap get wiped out. Let's just talk about Touch Money as a group, period, bro. Let's talk about Touch Money as a group. No different than State Property as a group. You had a team of assassins, bro. People that got busy. Everybody in Touch Money was hot. Everybody, bro. And none of these guys' flows were nowhere near the same. All of these guys were unique in their own way. And it's just crazy because you see a team like this, and they were such a dream team. That's a fact, Norm. Still is. But are they getting the proper attention that they should? Did they get, what they deserve to have gotten out of the game? It's like really not no rapper that's from that era that didn't have a deal on the table, but niggas was getting caught up in stuff, cases, this happening, that happening, and a lot of things didn't get to happen. But I do feel like damn near everybody from the DVD era, definitely deserve homage and respect at all times. It's a group of us hip hop heads that, we're gonna always pay homage to them, man. But these guys, they was nice, bro. Like Star just put a joint up of Grippaz. I'm gonna speak on Grippaz, since Grippaz is the Philly legend that's joining us tonight, bro. Star put up a joint with Grippaz, bro. Grippaz is like 13, 14 on the joint, bro. Grippaz was young. Grippaz was so young on that joint. He didn't even have a raspy voice yet. You know what I mean? He ain't even had a raspy voice yet in that joint. So it's like it just was crazy, bro, because he was smoking it as I'm talking about a kid, bro. I should have uploaded that on the laptop, bro. I'm talking about he was a kid. And then you listen to what people like Grippaz, NH, Meek, all of these guys were rapping and how they were talking as children, bro. I'm talking about these young boys was 13, 14, rapping like grown-ass men. It was just like a certain standard that was set, period. Because we had people from the city like Chris, bro. We had people like young Chris. We had niggas like Cassidy, young niggas, coming in and they walking shit down with niggas that was signed for years, or people that were up here and had them by 10 plus years, bro. Philly was always gave that. I heard when J Hood was on Math Hoffa joint, And Hood was that nigga too. I'm not to discredit him, but yeah, the Locks was hype for Hood, but nigga, when Chris was rapping with Hove, nigga, we to this day, we never seen Hove get as hype and had an energy in the studio with nobody that nigga had when Chris was rapping. Nigga, besides the whole state prop was fire, but that nigga was always speaking highly of Chris, bro. Facts, Andrew. MI, Kaboom, NH, you know what I'm saying? Young Hot Bricks, bro. A team of assassins, bro. All of them, bro. They all could do whatever, man. Nobody from the DVD ever get the love and respect that they deserve. And that's a fact, because y'all want to know why. Because it's all about who trending now, bro. They make it about who's trending now. Nigga, we cannot forget, bro. We cannot forget what was going on early 2000s. Early 2000s played the big role in what the young niggas today is doing in the city of Philly for sure, and around the world too, bro. I'm sorry, because before niggas was doing them DVDs out Philly and all of that, and then eventually Smack and all of that came, you wasn't getting too many visuals, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like from niggas rapping or niggas on the verge of coming up, bro. Like Philly gave you that, bro. Niggas gave you that. Niggas was fresh out of placement, fresh out the track. Niggas rapping off the curve. Philly gave niggas that. Philly gave niggas hope. Nigga, when we was going through placement, St. Gabe's, Glen Mills, Youth Study Center, all of that, Vision Quest, if niggas wasn't talking about the Locks, if niggas wasn't talking about state property and the Rock, niggas was talking about them DVDs. Niggas was probably talking about the DVDs more than they was about anything, truthfully. And I'm speaking, nigga, I was in Glen Mills, nigga, 04, 05. Niggas from Chicago and everybody knew who niggas was. They knew who Touch Money was. They knew who Cheek and them was. And the niggas that didn't know about it, we put them niggas on. And by the time niggas was coming home, this was the verge of the MySpace and YouTube era and all of that. MySpace, of course, was already Truman, but YouTube slipped in the scene, and niggas wasn't watching YouTube when it first came out. Besides the niggas that had computers in their crib, everybody ain't have computers in their crib. 04, 05. We damn sure ain't have smartphones. Niggas was on chirp phones, and a few niggas that was getting money had them Sprint phones, the Sprint Silver flip open joints, where you could watch, where you could like pay for some shit on there. You could pay for maybe a movie, pay for, you know what I'm saying, pay for a visual, but niggas wasn't flipping phones out looking on YouTube. Bro, these niggas was such like this is where it was crazy, because Reed was talking about how niggas when YouTube for instance, you got niggas like Frank that on YouTube, this nigga got millions of views on YouTube, bro. You pull up one of his freestyles, 200,000. You pull up another freestyle, this amount, this, that. Frank and all of them, everybody from the DVD era, they came in with talent. They came in with talent. So while they coming in and they're exposing their talent to the world, these niggas then built their stock up. And when they built their stock up, YouTube dropped. So when YouTube dropped, you had a bunch of niggas that knew how to set up accounts and upload videos to that shit. Any dime or anything that was, pushed. And I know people from the DVD era, yeah, they was getting bread from the mixtapes and all that. Niggas see somebody from Touch Money, from Headshots, somebody like, they see one of these niggas and they got a CD, like you see one of them, it's like literally like bumping in a kiss on one of them. Even now to this day, nobody from the DVD era can't walk around nowhere in the tri-state without niggas like, yo, that's Frank, damn, that's Reed, damn, that's Boom. Like, these niggas they gonna always be stars. But I do feel like, that they was definitely jerked for a lot of money that they could have had on top of the bread they was already making. Appreciate you, Kev. Appreciate you. Definitely thumbs up the video. Help with the algorithm. Frank will be joining us shortly. He just texted me. Let me make sure, because sometimes I got to check at the bottom. Yeah, he ain't getting in here yet, but he'll be joining us shortly. So, Steven, salute, bro. I see you. That's my brother. Touch Money in Top Class was flaming the DVDs. Man, listen, I'm going to tell y'all like this. I'm going to keep it all the way a stat. When it came to the DVD era, the first rappers I ever heard, and this was on VHS from the city of Philly, was Cheek and Vok. We seen them, they smoked it. Let's not forget Forge. Let's not forget come on, man. Scrap Metal. We can't forget Scrap Metal and there was a few other rappers on there. Even, Ready Rock from Ape Gang. He was an original DVD guy. His rap name used to be Maine. I remember the first time I seen him and he was smoking it. He smoked that first joint. I seen him on Too Raw for the Streets. That joint's on VHS tape. Now we seeing this and then it was lit. Now you got the Headshot era. Now you got the Touch Money era. When the Touch Money and Headshot era hit, this is when it became a series where niggas was tuned them because these niggas was going to war with each other. They was all real street niggas from all different parts of the city of Philly. Most of the Headshots was from North. Most of the niggas from Headshots was North. Just to think off top, you Hattie, Meek, and all of them. Even though Meek, ended up swinging down to the P. He originally from the North. He originally from North. Most of the Headshots was from North. Touch Money, they was spread it out. You got Grippers from the P. You got Brick from West. You got NH from North. Kaboom. Hell is Kaboom from? Kaboom, where Kaboom from? Kaboom, is he from West, South, West? I'm on right now, man. Yeah, I think Kaboom from West, if I'm not mistaken. He either from West or Southwest. He definitely ain't from North. Yeah, I think Kaboom from West. Then you got Brick or Raw from West. The whole lineup was mixed up, and these niggas is all going to war with each other. That right there, that brought a whole different form of entertainment. James Brown, I see you, bro. Much love and respect, man. Much love and respect. We got the Grippers joining us soon. You know what I'm saying? This right here, this just the pre-show and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to actually text the Grippers now. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, we're going to get into it tonight. I don't want to speak on too much because I want to wait for Frank to get in the stream. So, you know what I mean? So I can, hear certain things from his mouth and how he feel, at the end of the day. But y'all know how we carry it, man. I'm just texting Frank right now. And we're going to get this thing started, man. But if y'all just tapped in and all that, man, it's SV Twiz, the Hood Blogger. Just give me a thumbs up, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me a thumbs up. Frank gonna come in and talk to the streets tonight. If y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all check out my short film that's out right now, starring my brother Vok 1,000 Proof. I got another joint in the making that's about to happen. It's gonna be heavy. Got some exclusive talent. I got definitely more legendary rappers from the city of Philly that's gonna be in this next joint. So make sure y'all tune in. And if y'all didn't see my short film Torn Apart, make sure y'all tap in. Here goes the trailer right now. I'm going to just play this real quick before Frank joins us. Salute to everybody, man. Much love and respect. And Terrence, we're gonna get into that. Let me just play this trailer real quick, Terrence. I'm going to pin that question and we're going to get straight into it.
There's a thin line between life and death. An SV Twiz film that shows the truth about what's going on in the hood.
What? I'm telling you, bro, I can't call it. So yeah, cousin, if you gonna be able to help me out with this job, like I need this one real bad. Like I'm not trying.
You've seen the rest. Now it's time to see the best. Starring Vodka 1000 Proof and SV Twiz.
Real nice one, like
A hood drama that shows you the meaning of money, power, and respect. Torn apart.
Yo, you really doing your thing with that girl.
Like, what's up, nigga? I can't call it, bro. Hey, yo, what's up?
Watch it now on YouTube at Life with the Philly Fam.
Make sure y'all check that joint out. It's on the channel at the Hood Blogger. You know what I mean? Scroll down, check that out. It's not your average film. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm not gassing it just because I wrote the joint and all of that. But it's like real life stuff that's happening today around the world, not just in the city of Philly. When I do these films, I want them joints to be direct. I'm not writing no film where you just got 3-4 niggas and they, you know what I'm saying, these niggas, they come up with a plan and they become millionaires within 2 weeks. Like I make the joints more realistic. Even though not to say niggas ain't out here making that type of thing happen, but I try to write stories of the average story of a street nigga from wherever you from, but definitely from experience and just being outside. But Terrence Tab, I'm gonna get to your comment right now, and I'm gonna let you know from what I understand of what had happened. So Terrence Tab said, "What happened with the Meek fight at last? What happened with Meek at the fight last night? What was that about?" Now, a lot I saw, like when I had seen on YouTube, niggas was making it like Wallow and Wallow Entourage and Meek Entourage was going at it. One thing that I can always say is Wallow would never go at it with nobody from not only Philly, nowhere else. Wallow the type of person that's going to diffuse the situation from the rip. Meek dream chasers with him. He going to have the dream chasers with him, so it's going to always be always a mutual respect, for both teams. So one thing I can say is that Meek and the Dream Chasers wasn't going through it with Wallow and Wallow team. It was just the altercation with Meek and the boxer at that fight. And at the end of the day, it's like niggas ain't trying to, they millionaires, bro. Like niggas ain't got time for the petty stuff. You know what I'm saying? Meek and them not about to be out fighting in no middle of no boxing joint or nothing like that. So Meek did one of the most strategic things that he could do as someone in his position, and that was just leave. He didn't get escorted out. He didn't get taken out. He just made what was smart for him and his team, because one thing for sure, two things for certain is boxers, they got hands. But you could box all you want, nigga. You ain't boxing no 20 niggas. A boxer can get rolled on and kicked and all of that, just like a regular nigga. So Meek just played his part, left. We seen Wallow jump up top. Wallow was trying to defuse the situation. You know what I mean? I don't know where Wallow was at. You know what I'm saying? How that nigga got up there. I'm like, damn, is Wallow standing on one of his niggas' shoulders? I'm like, God damn. All of a sudden, you see Wallow up at the top of the crowd. Like, the niggas boost Wallow, or what was going on with that? I don't know. I can't call it, man. But it is what it is, man. But it definitely was not no issue between Meek and Wallow team. As far as like one thing about Philly is Philly, they had their ups and downs with artists, but like the older niggas, we niggas be trying to chill. It was things that happened in the past with certain niggas and all of that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that was not an issue between them two, and things happen. That's why niggas, I don't go to events, bro. I'm not going to no, I don't do no clubs. I'm not going to no show, no artist performing, none of that. It's too many niggas around and something bound that you step on a nigga's shoe or nigga, you know what I'm saying? Anything. Niggas get too goofy when you out, bro, and one thing lead to another, and either somebody going away in cuffs, somebody going away in the body bag, and both parties was thinking like, damn, I should have just stayed home that night. Form Tuna, much love and respect. We in the building. Y'all know how we carry it. We got the Grippers about to join us any second. Spady baby in the building. What's good, Brody? I don't know if that's my bro. You know what I'm saying? Montana, Spady. Spady, let me know if that's you or not. You know what I'm saying? We got the Grippers tapping in. You know what I'm saying? Form Tuna said we got to do better when the money get there. You know what I'm saying? When the money get there, better. Thank you. I think better. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. It's like that. Like we seen too many artists, bro, where they get rich and nigga that them folks they ain't, bro. Them folks ain't got picks. You know what I'm saying? Them folks. We just seen what happened to Thug and them. We seen what happened to Ab and them. We seen what happened to what you call it, bro that got booked with the gas on the plane, the private jets. Rallo, we seen what happened to Rallo. They not playing no games, bro. Get older and move better. Facts, bro. You gotta live. You gotta enjoy life. Yeah, though. Yeah, but I'm just throwing him on mute real quick. I'm about to call the Grippers up and see what's going on. Make sure he was able, you know what I'm saying, that he can log in, that it's not no issues. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Everybody stay rolling and all of that. And I'm gonna run that torn apart intro one more time while I make this phone call. If y'all just came in or y'all tapped in, hit the like button. That'll send out the algorithm so all this the subs and other people can see this stream for the night, and we can have a great stream.
There's a thin line between life and death. An SV Twiz film that shows the truth about what's going on in the hood.
So yeah, cousin, if you're gonna be able to help me out with this job, like I need this one real bad. Like I'm not trying.
You've seen the rest. Now it's time to see the best. Starring Vodka 1000 Proof and SV Twiz.
Real nice. I ain't gonna run that back right now. Frank about to tap in right now. You know what I'm saying? Frank about to tap in right now. Okay, that is my bro Spady. What's good? Much love and respect, bro. You already know how we carrying it. You know what I'm saying? So the Grippers John about to run right now. I just want to make sure I got everything straight. Von showed facts. Facts. And that was, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy because what's so crazy about Von's situation is it's like, Von he took it to the hands, bro. Like, he took it to the hands while niggas had their team with him. I just feel like if that was anywhere else in the world, bro, Von would have got rolled on. I feel like you know what I'm saying? He got him and his homies he had with him. He had like 3, maybe 4 niggas with him. The nigga Quando Rondo, that nigga had 100 niggas with him, bro. You mean to tell me y'all had to air him out, bro? Like, if he came up talking that gorilla shit and pulled the strap out on them niggas, that's when it would have been, you would have understood it. But, we going to cut this convo, man, because, the legend is here. You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect, man. Everybody get ready. We about to turn it all the way up. The Grippers is in the building. I'm about to You know what I'm saying? Bring him in the studio, and y'all know how we carry it.
Yo, Gorilla.
Frank, what's up, Frank? Salute, bro. What's good with you?
Hey, man, salute, son, man. I'm on ice, man. What's up with you, Gorilla?
Oh man, I can't call it, man. What you in the studio right now? That
Yeah,
look
yeah, yeah. I'm actually in the studio right now, and in the cut,
okay.
I wound up, I wound up, that's where I'm always at, to be honest. I'm always in the
Okay,
motherfucking
you
studio, bro.
always working. Hey, but before you tapped in, Frank, I was just saying, I'm like, damn, bro, y'all was kids doing this shit, bro. I just Star just dropped the John. I don't know if you seen it. Shout out to Star. He got a channel where he putting up like a bunch of old content on his channel, and he put up a joint on you, bro. You like 13, 14. You you
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
you ain't even had the legendary raspy voice yet. You still was a
No, no
fuck
doubt.
up.
No,
But
no doubt, no
you
doubt.
was you was on that joint walking it down, and your wordplay, it was like vicious, bro. So
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
for sure, man. So that just leads me in like to the first question. Like as a kid growing up, who motivated you, or had you to the point where you wanted to become a artist?
I mean, to be honest, I always loved the art. So it's like a thing where I didn't really begin nowhere. It was like art. It was a combination of things, honestly. A combination of already being interested in music as everyone else. Like I didn't have no outlet for expression of self, and I went through a lot of trauma at a very young age. So music was my first outlet for expression of self, where I could tell my story or tell my side without somebody butting in. When I
Hmm.
start talking, this the conversation I can have without somebody butting in and stopping me in between. They gonna wait until they hear everything I gotta say, then they gonna respond. So it was a way for me to actually get my whole story across.
That's heavy, man. Dang. So, like you spoke about, dealing with like trauma and things of that nature. Could you let the people know just how life was before rap growing up in the P?
Oh man, that's like, oh sheesh. That's a long story. See, we
It,
about to you got me about to dive in now, and I ain't even going front.
I,
I got YouTube in front of me right now and this shit, man. You
well,
got me about to have to probably dive in a YouTube video or something and see what the fuck was going on back then, man. Like I had a lot going on. But growing up out there, shit. I mean, I can't even say like it's the same. It was the same as everywhere else. It was the same as everybody from the trenches. I can't say it was the same because my
facts.
hood. I'm from Tasker. I'm from 31st and Tasker. So my hood is and that's the middle of like a big map of neighborhood. My hood is 8 blocks one way and 4 blocks another way. It was 4x4 with the projects, 4x4 outside of the projects, and actually possibly more bigger outside of the projects. But it's all of this space was one neighborhood for us. Like then
Hmm.
we had Grace Ferry where we had the plaza at Grace Ferry where we always had like our own laundromats and blockbusters and
Hmm.
Roy Rogers and all that type of stuff and Pathmark. So we ain't had to really go in no other neighborhood. We never had to go in no other neighborhoods to like make do with nothing. We was able to do everything from the neighborhood. So my neighborhood it's like one big family for real, for real. From one side to the other, like it's like one big family. And for me specifically, growing up out there, I'm from two of the biggest families in the neighborhood.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And my family was like pillars of the neighborhood. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Even down to my mom. So it was like even down to my mom. My mom was a big pillar in the neighborhood,
Okay.
and my grandpa and things like that. So the torture was actually supposed to have been being passed down to me, passed down to me, passed down to me. You know what I'm saying? But with the corruption that came with the streets and the crack and all of them type things, like a lot of people got into that. And
Hmm.
I come from a family which was heavy into the game, you know what I'm saying,
Hmm.
on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Some users, some dealers. You know what I'm saying? just so happened I was raised with drug money my whole life. You feel me? So getting a job wasn't really
That
that
option.
wasn't really a thing in my household. No, it was always an option. Getting a job always was an option. It just wasn't really a thing in my household. It wasn't really a thing like getting a job. You feel me? And because all the money was getting made in the streets.
Hmm.
You feel me? So it was like when growing up, I wanted to be something else, but the gravitational pull of what I gotta be every day, what I gotta shine as, like what I'm gonna get patted in the back as when I'm walking around the neighborhood, is
Hmm.
how tough I am, how fast I am, how far I can throw a football, how good I can shoot a basketball, how much heart I got fighting the bigger kids and things like that. You feel me? So it was a thing that made us tougher than a mug. You feel me?
Facts. Facts. That's heavy. And like you look at today in the streets of Philly is a lot different than it was from our era. But anybody from our era know, like, that the P like was definitely, it was like a no go zone. If you ain't have nobody that that you had that had love for you, niggas wasn't cutting through the P. And
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
but one thing is, like, if you do got love from certain niggas in the P, for instance, if I'm your man, you got love for me when I come around, I'm good. You know what I mean? Niggas want to embrace you and all of that. Can you
See, but
speak
the
on?
thing was, I ain't even going front. I ain't even going front. Out Tasker, it was like a thing where, yeah, you could come out there with your peoples and all that, but you still gonna get your chin tested.
Yeah,
Even if you my
yeah,
right hand man, I'm gonna touch your folks. You shouldn't have brought him out here. So it was like out in my
that's
hood,
true.
you had to be tough out there, John. You ain't had to be a killer, you ain't had to be a gangster or a drug dealer, but you had to be tough. You had to have thick skin because a motherfucker was coming for you. I don't go fuck if you the smallest fry, they gonna send the smallest fry at you. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And
true. That's
so
true.
it was like it was always a line drawn between man and woman, tough and feminine. It was a thick line. Now it'd be like a thin line because everybody don't get challenged as much.
Facts. They don't. And nowadays, the young boys, they just airing shit out. But like, our era
But they
growing up,
can't take a black eye. They can't take a
yeah,
black
like
eye.
like
They can't take a black eye.
facts. Our era coming up, niggas will tap your pockets. You ain't
One of them
trapping
would
out
never.
here.
They had
You
never.
ain't.
It'd never be another Frank with the grippers going with this generation because they would have
Yeah,
killed the nigga. They would have killed the nigga that knocked out their teeth, and then they'd be in jail for the rest of their life.
yeah. That's heavy.
It'll never
That's
be
heavy.
another Frank with the grippers going because they don't think enough.
Yeah, exactly.
We were put in manly situations to become wiser while we were younger. Like it wasn't just about having. It wasn't just about pulling the trigger. It was always about being manly, having manly
Facts.
traits and manly characteristics of the basis of what a man is, being poised in crucial situations and things like that, like knowing how to carry the form. You know what I'm saying? And we was in so many life or death situations and seen so much life disappear and vanish from us. The first body I seen, I believe I was 9 years old. First body I seen. So it was
Facts.
like it was it's like we had to have thick skin coming from where I come from. First house raid I was in, I was 5 years old.
Dang.
4 years old maybe. I think it was coming into my fifth birthday. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I mean, you know, I done been through a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? My abuse always was like a prevalent thing. You know, wherever there's drugs, there's abuse. You
Yeah,
feel
that's a
me?
fact.
Physical, mental. So it was a lot. It was a lot, especially when I'm in an environment that's heavy usage on all street things. I'm talking about guns, drugs, money. Everything is like heavy in my environment. I'm young. I got everything. 8 ball jackets. I'm wearing Coogee. If Biggie wear
Dang.
Coogee and I want to dress like Biggie, I tell my mom and she want to dress me with that. I'm gonna have that Coogee shit. Pop wearing Versace and Moschino and shit. I tell my mom I'm gonna be wearing that Moschino Versace shit. You feel me? And
That's
that's how
heavy.
it was. We come from that era where some of our moms was like hustlers, hustlers, hustlers. And some of our moms were like victims of that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
And
heavy.
I just happened to be one of the strong ones of my peers. And my peers, I come from a lot of strong, a pool of strong peers. So with me being a strong man amongst a bunch of other strong ones, it just like, I mean, added more credit to my character within myself and my confidence when it got time for me to leave outside of the neighborhood and plant my own seed.
That's heavy. Hey Frank, I don't want to interrupt you. Your audio is starting to mess up a little bit. I don't know if your phone is over the speaker. Your joint was clear at first, but now it's starting to get a little, you fading a little bit.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. And in the
My
chat,
bad.
let us know if y'all can hear Frank clear.
I possibly I don't know, I probably backed the phone up too much or something.
Okay, I can hear you now. Just let us know and make sure y'all hit the like button and all that.
Miss Lee's, hey, Miss Lee's, look, they gonna mention Miss Lee's. Miss Lee's now. Miss Lee's had these big ass chicken breast sandwiches, right? This before Wilson, this before Kim's had the chicken sandwiches. On some G shit, we used to go all the way from our Tesco on bikes to go to Miss Lee's just to get these fucking big ass chicken breast sandwiches.
That's crazy.
Bullshit.
Hey Frank, I
Shout
gotta
out to
ask.
Spoon Soon in 1720.
Yeah, fact. They know what it is. Hey, I gotta ask you, Frank, how old was you when you wrote your first rap?
When I actually wrote my first rap, I believe was I in 6th grade or 7th grade? I believe I was in 7th grade when I started to actually write. I believe I was in 7th grade. Prior to that, I would like always freestyle. Me and my cousins would remix other niggas' songs, other people's songs, things like that. But prior to that, I believe I wrote my first rap the first rap that I actually wrote. The first song I actually wrote was because I wanted to get on the stage so bad. I always wanted to be on the stage and shit. So it came a time they was having a talent show. They was having it was Black History Month. They was having a talent show for Black History Month. But you had to do something that was positive and educational. So the first song that I actually wrote was called Education is Cool.
Damn.
I wrote 2 verses and wrote a hook, and somebody else wrote their own verse. I wrote my verse, I wrote my man verse. My man froze on the stage, so I wound up spitting his verse too.
That's heavy.
I was going to Paris Middle School, 24th and Christian. And I think we was in the 7th grade. We was in Miss. She was the home ec teacher. She would teach home ec. Who was it? No, 7th grade. I had a wild ass class in 7th grade. It wasn't 7th grade. 7th grade, we was wild. It was 7th grade. Because we was in that wild ass class and they thought we wasn't going to be educational. And I popped up on their ass with that. Education is cool. I was singing and all that shit. They had me fucked up about that joke. Education is cool. Don't drop out of school. Just stay in school. Don't become a fool. I was like that for a very long time. That's why I wrote this rap. That's why I wrote this rhyme. Trying to let you know don't commit a crime. I said, fools these days, they ain't that smart. Walking down the street, pushing a shopping cart. That was the fault that they had made for coming to school later and later. Education is cool. Hey yo, that joke was funny as shit.
That's throwback because especially with that being your first John. Sometimes niggas don't remember their first Johns. You know what I mean? That's
first rap I ever. That's the first rap I ever wrote. That's the first rap I ever wrote.
So with you rapping, and even when I saw the John that Star put up when you was a buck, you was young, you was still in the middle of the P rapping. You had like people from your hood and all that behind you. How did you connect with Touch Money? Like, how did that work out?
Oh wow, see, that's a long way apart from each other. Like me being him in them projects, and me in any of them. I'm talking about from Eddie Mars to Rain Man to Reed to Touch Money, and Kaboom and NH and I, and Rest in Peace Butch and Kill King and Frank Whitney Raw and Stunt Woods. That was a long distance apart. Tasca, my history in Tasca was like very extensive. You know what I'm saying? Very extensive, very long. And we had a long history of Tasca. So it was like by the time I actually met her alone, I actually already had a kid. I had my first son already by the time I met her.
Yeah,
yeah, My son was on the way. I met Eddie Mars. I met Eddie Mars and I met Rain Man prior to my son. I battled Rain Man the month before I got my baby mom pregnant. I, and I wound up. That was how I met Rain Man. I met him walking down the street spitting a free rap, and one of his homies like, "You rap?" And I'm like, "Yeah, wow, what's up?" He like, "Let me hear something." I'm like, "Nigga, you let me hear something." I'm a Southwest, like, you know what I mean? So he go to spit and I give him a clip. I think I give him like team stand tone like Manute. Shoot. I think I give him that joint out there, something, cook him out that joint. He out there feeling bad. He even stopped me in my tracks. You know what I'm saying? So now he like, I'm gonna go get my old head. He come back with Rain Man. He come
Damn.
back. He don't even come back that night. I think they come back the next day. They come back the next day. I'm out there on the Chinese store corner, standing on the step. I'm by myself. Standing on the step, they come walking up and shit. You know, I instantly throw the rock on. What the fuck this nigga think he keep walking up with this nigga? Yeah, I wound up me and Raymond December 2003. Me and Ree actually went to the Club Flow together. February 2004, but we didn't actually meet. Both of us got disqualified that night. That was the night Big Star taped that night too. Me, him, Fred the Godson, uh, uh, Dark Low,
I
fucking
seen that joint.
yeah,
That's when Dark Battle Spittage and all that, right?
yeah, Spinach.
I seen that
Yeah,
joint.
rest in peace,
He
Spinach.
Spittage.
Yeah, that was that like Club Flow was classic. Like it was one of them things like you had to be somebody in order for niggas to even give you a chance to be at Club Flow.
That's
Like, yeah, I mean, so and it was always a lot of rappers. Like, I mean, back then it was a lot of rappers that had to prove themselves. So battling was always a part of the thing. You had to be artist ready. Like it was an artist development thing. So you couldn't just make songs back in the day and be like, oh, I'm just good at making songs. You had to know how to defend yourself because the nigga gonna come for you. As soon as you start popping, the nigga gonna come for you.
that's
You
a
know what I
fact.
mean?
That's a fact. So you spoke on a Rain Man battle. Like, how did that play out? How
Mm.
what happened with the Rain Man battle?
Oh man, me and Rain Man battle was actually classic. I actually wish that battle. I wish that battle. Like I had a couple classic battles. I had the Rain Man battle. I had the Meek Mill battle. I had a couple other battles with people that didn't never really get good names. I had a classic battle with what's my man name? Uh uh uh. I had a classic battle with Don P. Crazy battle, classic battle with Don P. You know what I mean? But my fucking Rain Man battle though, Rain Man was on that motherfucking MTV show shit at that time. So he was kind of a little funny rap. He had some of that funny rap still, some of that funny rapper still up in it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't with none of that funny shit, so all my shit was just uh, uh. I was like chopping, and he just like every time I talk, mind you, I'm standing on the Chinese store steps, so I'm his size now. You know what I'm saying? This nigga come walking up all tall, nigga. I'm standing on the Chinese store steps. I ain't stepping down, nigga. I'm standing right where the fuck I was at, nigga, on my throne. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
he rapping this shit. I'm throwing that shit back at him. He coming back throwing this shit. I come back. I'm throwing my shit. We went back and forth for quite a while. It wasn't, and it never was like a thing where I don't believe I killed him. But I would say that I won. No, I would say I won, but I don't believe that I killed him. But I would say I won though because Rain wasn't as hard as me back then. Like once we started to get together and started to still sharpen steel type shit, he started kicking that shit on a whole nother level.
Okay, that's crazy. So let me ask you, how did the Meek battle play out? How did that even come about with you battling Meek?
Oh, see, me and Meek battle came about with we had a studio. It was a studio that we used to go to. Shout out Quarter Key called Fourth Quarter Studio, where Cree wound up. Cree was getting managed by Quarter Key. Cree, Scorp
Okay,
the Boy,
the
me,
fourth.
Cree, Scorp the Boy. We always like down there at Fourth Quarter. You know what I mean? So at this particular time, we had was coming on. I was coming off Big Star, doing a. I just started to really like get back with Big Star with the Harrisburg. We went up. We done went up to the Fight Club. Couple things then popped off since then. But my mom had an aneurysm after Harrisburg. So after Harrisburg, I wasn't rapping for a while. You know what I'm saying? I was like really I was so young and I was so into the streets and so
Yeah,
much so that when things used to happen like that, I used to be like, man, fuck rap. You know what I mean? Like
facts.
fuck that rap shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I was in one of the moments at the time that me and Meek met, and I had got a phone call from Cree or my man Sakeem. I think it was Cree that called me. Yo, Frank, you feel like making a couple dollars. You feel like making a quick $500 or some shit like that, right? So I'm like, doing what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they calling me for. They could be calling me the fucking nigga up. You feel me?
Facts.
I'm
That
like,
sound like one
doing
of
what?
them Jones. Like, go punch that nigga in his
Yeah.
face.
I'm like, doing what? So they like, we got somebody, it's somebody, these niggas down in the studio talking shit, blah, blah, blah. Mind you, like I said, I haven't been even rapping. I ain't been interested in rap at this moment. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'll come down there, but don't bet y'all money. I ain't even been rapping. So don't bet y'all money because I ain't been rapping lately. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, they like, all right, come on. I drive down to the hood. I'm in Southwest. I drive to the hood. They meet me in the hood. They down South Street. We all meet up in the hood over 30th and Tascan at the playground. We used to call it the White Boys Park. You know what I'm saying? But we wound up meeting up over the park and shit. We deep in shit on my whole hood, his whole hood. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas down there. You know what I mean? We get it in. We wound up start getting that shit the fuck in. And when we start off, like I used to have like start off rounds and shit because I was like by then I used to have my hood like the Greek and shit. At times that we used to battle out this bitch. It used to be like the Greek sometimes out this bitch. This shit would be motherfuckers out. We be out there for hours out there getting it the fuck in sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So we out there. I'm giving my little slow shit, little 20 bar shit, little 24 bar shit, couple Jones. So he started rapping these long ass raps. I'm like, hold the fuck up. This nigga making me have to rap again? You know what? Now when I'm doing now, when I'm punching, like I always knew I had punches and I always knew I shake the crowd. You feel me? So
Facts.
I'm punching, boom, boom, boom. He coming back with these long ass raps. Boom, he bopping and shit. His braids are his braid. Look, his little individuals and shit all bouncing and shit. Like he look at this time, Korea's favorite rapper. So niggas used to be like trying to like imitate him a little bit of shit. So he
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
individuals and shit at the time. Yeah, I mean, he got the individuals bopping, all them niggas bopping with him. I'm coming back. I'm punching. They like, oh shit. And we get it in. We go back and forth fight like 13 rounds.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Legendary shit.
We go back and forth maybe like 13 rounds. And then I'm like, I'm like, we just like that's it. Like that's good shit. Like you know what I mean? I'm like, you got me back in my bag now, nigga. I'm back in it now. You feel me? So that's when from that then Creek battled Mel Love after that. That's how it was. Like we was all battling them.
Creep battle Mel Love.
Yeah, because it was like it was a we battle in the Bloodhounds type of thing, like a Tasker versus them type thing. Like you know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
But it was just like I said, I haven't been rapping lately, but I wasn't
Yeah,
losing. I always was winning battles. But like I said, I wasn't battling, so I'm like, no, we ain't betting no money. You feel me?
yeah.
So but then the battle wound up turning out crazy and shit anyway, where niggas wouldn't have been able to probably pay, niggas probably wouldn't have paid each other. You feel me?
Facts.
So then it's like, so now Cree and Mel Love wound up battling after me and me. And Mel Love wound up going first. Mel Love go, and then Cree give him a clip. Cree was on some shit like this ain't gonna be debatable.
Yeah.
Cree come right out like Cree see me and Meek going back and forth, back and forth. Cree come right out after us. He like, man, I ain't letting shit be debatable. He had that. He was in his Kobe shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
crazy.
he
I
came
never
out
heard Creep
chopping.
battling.
He came out chopping. Chop Mel Love the fuck down. Now I mean, shout out to the Bloodhounds, they my niggas, but that shit was
Yeah,
bad.
definitely.
He chopped Mel Love down. I'm talking about strike a nigga in his arm and his shoulder, watch him wiggle on the ground like a fish out of water, a little prick out of holder. So I snap and tighten that ass up, start lighting that ass up. Come to this rap shit, I've been biting that ass up. Don't hate me, hate your homies for hyping your ass up. Like he was tripping out that joint.
Yeah.
And
I
this nigga
can
wound up having this to cap it off though. Mel Love wound up having a seizure when Cree stopped rapping. Cree
What?
started rapping. He looked up. He said, "We was battling and it went over. Went the
Yeah.
ball over. They had to catch it. Oh, they had to catch it. We
Damn.
back niggas back and like, oh, Cree, like, get him some more. Oh, this shit got scary. Yo. Oh,
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Like that right there, that was a legendary joint. I guess that just was amongst the P. Cause the city
yeah,
didn't hear
that
about
was
that.
just a
That's
South Philly thing.
crazy.
That was just a
Damn.
South Philly thing. That's how me and Meek actually met. After that, we started fucking. After that, we actually started battling niggas together the following week. We wound up start battling niggas together. I like had a whole slew of raps wound up coming by the following week. I like had a slew of shit by the following week. I was like on go, like battling that nigga put me back on go because it wasn't really too many niggas that could get my gears turning back then when I was because we was so young. I was so young and I was like so ahead of my time. You know what I'm saying? I was rapping, I was battling these niggas that was 27 and 28 and 30. I was battling all the old head niggas. You feel me?
Facts. That's
Superstar
crazy.
Yay and all them niggas. I was battling all the old head niggas from the P. You feel me? I wasn't battling the little niggas. The little niggas couldn't really stand up. There wasn't too many niggas in the city that was really able to tie my motherfucking shoes like on some standard toe to toe shit. So when I would meet a nigga that was as hot as me, I was always attracted to that shit. I would gravitate to that shit because I love hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, damn, this nigga struck this nigga because I know how hard I go to be as hot as I am. You know what I'm saying? And then I meet a nigga as hot as me. This nigga got a whole different flow, all of that type of shit. That shit make me it's an interesting thing when you growing and you learning the game. You feel me?
Facts.
So Meek was a nigga that kicked me back in gear when we had that battle.
Shout out to Meek. Shout out to Meek. And you know, one of the biggest things that everybody talk about, especially, from that era is, y'all going to war with headshots and all of that. How did it start? Like, what was the first thing that ticked that off to where that, you know what I'm saying, where y'all went back and forth? Because, like we was copping the DVDs and we was keeping up with it, but what tipped that off? Like who started the whole jump where it was like, oh, we gotta go at them niggas.
I did, to be honest. It was like a me and Reed thing. It was like a me and Reed thing. It was like me and Reed. When me and Reed did Big Star Bang. When me and Reed did Big Star, it was like a thing. We all had this old head named Paco. Paco one of Matt close friends. He one of Sequel close friends. So Paco was like everybody old head from a distance though. Like all of us ain't know each other, but he knew all of the hot little niggas around the city. Paco had his hands in the back of me, in the back of Reed Dollars, Cheek Raw, Vodka. You know what I'm saying? So all the hot niggas around the city, I used to have raps about these niggas because he used to always be, I'm gonna get you to battle this nigga. I'm gonna get you to battle this nigga. But by the time me and Reed met each other, we met each other at Big Star. But it was like Paco had us already on go, like with being ready to go at everybody, and we already had that battle mentality. And I was already like this street nigga that was like going through certain street shit, and I was like, fuck niggas if they ain't my team or if they ain't us. So it was like fuck it. Reed came to me with the idea that he wanted to come at Cheek Raw. I said, that's Cree, man, but you my man. Go ahead, step on him. I ain't gonna get in that shit, but if they come out here trying to do something to you, they ain't doing shit. You feel me? So I'm like, go ahead, step on that nigga. He come, it's me, fuck the introduction. Southwest in this bitch, we don't run from nothing. Running your gums to get you stuffed in the fucking oven. You start talking crazy. I'm like, what the? No. The first cheek joint was, don't make me grab cheek and hit him up proper. Send me all those choppers, kid that vodka. This my eighth year. I'm going for the Oscar.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, no, you gotta lay that shit. You got to put that shit out.
Yeah. That joint was crazy, but that joint was definitely, listen.
So when he started, Reed started the dissing with that. Reed was dissing already with that. See, because I'm from South Philly, I wasn't into that rap beef shit. I wasn't into that rap beef shit being from South Philly. So it was like, if we was beefing with niggas, we was beefing with niggas. It wasn't no rap shit about it. My rap shit was always my rap shit. That was always my music. That was always my life. You feel me? Beefing with niggas always a part of life. It's not my music. That's not my life. You feel me? when Reed would start bombing on Bugsy, Cheek Raw, and he only started dissing Meek because I said Meek was hot.
Mm-hmm.
He started dissing Meek because I said him and Meek could be a hot battle after I battled Meek.
Damn, that's heavy.
So he do a shot at me. So he wound up throwing a shot at Meek the next time he was dissing Cheek.
So when he went at Cheek and Vok, was it because Cheek and Vok was like one two of the first niggas that was really,
They was before me and Reed. They was
yeah,
the two young. They was the two hot young niggas before me and Reed. They like 5 years, 4 or 5 years. They like 5 years older than us, 4 or 5 years older than us, some shit like that.
yeah.
But they was the two hot niggas in the generation prior to us. They
Okay.
was running the DVD era. You feel me? So
Yeah.
then we come on the scene and we like, man, and we like get so big. We get so big of a buzz that we like, you know what I mean? Reed just was like, man, fuck it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm tired of niggas debating. Like, if they want, we gonna have it. You know what I'm saying? So we like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Me and him at this time, we like 17 at this time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them niggas in their 20s, these niggas having 21st birthday parties and shit like that. We can't even get in and shit. You feel me?
That's heavy, bro. That's like how 50 came in the game, like kicking the door and going at the niggas that whether they thought they was in position or any competition. That's heavy.
Yeah, but that's how it was. And then it was like then Eddie Mars was my right hand man at that time. So it was like we already was like, man, fuck niggas. Like I don't give a fuck. Like nigga, I mean, I'll slide up on you and make Ed fuck you up.
Yeah, y'all used to be snapping. Y'all did used to be snapping. Y'all used to be
We was
snapping.
all young niggas. Ed was young. He was just coming home from upstate. We was all like young and shit. He was like 20 years old. Me and Reed still kids. We 17 years old. Rainman probably the oldest one. He probably like 22. We all young.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? So then when we meet, so the beef actually started before we meet. Before us, like me, Rainman, Eddie Mars, and Reed was our own little squad. You feel me? This prior to Top Class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we came together based on Eddie Mars call. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So we was our own little squad doing music together, moving around together, doing our little shit. You feel me? Just so happened Reed wound up having a situation and signing a contract with Top Class.
Mm-hmm.
Top Class now we wound up bonding with Touch Money at Top Class because Kaboom wound up signing a contract with OG as well. So $3 in Kaboom was the unification between Top Class and Touch Money.
That's heavy.
$3 and Kaboom both being with OG. Everybody wound up coming in over time, like with them. And the beef actually is what brought everybody in because it was like I start beefing with Jihad when Touch Money had a battle. And like I said, me and Meek was running around battling with each other after we battled. So Meek and them called Eddie Mars' phone one day while we in the hood. He called Eddie Mars' phone one day. Yo, Frank, what you? Like, yeah, they telling, yo, we want him to come down to the hut, join down 52nd Street. Meek down here battling all these niggas. He down there battling Touch Money. You know what I'm saying? Like one by one and shit. So
Meek battle Touch Money one by one.
Yeah, he down there battling niggas one by one and shit. So Eddie Mars, so Ed turned to me, Ed, like, you know what I mean? He like, Frank, yeah, this I think it was Meatball that called him. He like, yeah, they said Meek down there battling all these niggas. And I'm like, fuck it, come on, we out. Mind you, well, my circle's small and shit at this time. I don't give a fuck if you ain't a part of my circle, you fool. You know what I'm saying? So we shoot down there. You know what I mean? I shoot out there. When we shoot out there, me and Eddie Mars walk in this joint. Fucking lane clear up. It's packed in that bitch. The lane clear up and shit, like fight night and shit. You feel me? Like the fighter walking to the ring. You feel me? Motherfuckers open the motherfucking lane up. You know what I mean? So Meek and them like on the other side. We walk on the other side with them. Meek just get finished battling somebody when we walk in. I think it was Bees or somebody. He had battled him and they was like on their last round. Then he turned around and he about to battle Kaboom. Kaboom stepping up now. He about to battle Kaboom. So now Meek and Kaboom battle now. Meek and Kaboom battling. So me and Eddie Mars, when we come in, we like, you know what I mean? Big Star already is out at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Big Star done dropped. So we already felt the room already feel our presence. So we come in, we go straight to the back. We ain't trying to like blend in, be bullies of the room and none of that shit. We go straight to the back, go blend. So now Meek like, Frank, you want some of this shit, my nigga? I'm like, fuck it, you know I'm with you, gorilla. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it, you know, I'm with you, Gorilla. I slide up to the front because it ain't no other rappers with him. It's just a bunch of South Philly niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck it, we slide up to the front with him. You know what I'm saying? Like we done been a couple different occasions. Now we know each other raps. You feel me? So he rapping, boom, boom, get the rapping. Them niggas is ad-libbing, boom and shit. And Hand is over that side. You know what I'm saying? Like over that side with them and shit. You know what I mean? So boom, rapping and shit. And fucking then Meek rapping and I'm ad-libbing Meek. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, yeah, in between rounds, I'm like, yeah, whoever went next, whoever went next, don't go nowhere either. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever went next, like, man, y'all niggas already know what it is. You feel me? So now, motherfucking, no, mind you, at the Meekin, boom, get finished battling. The room, I'm standing there waiting, trying to see who gonna take the bait. The room scattered, spread around like roaches.
Damn.
Don't nobody want to battle no more. You know what I mean? So now niggas like, all right, now we like, yo, what's up, man? Now they like, Frank, we out, man. You know what I mean? So we wound up dipping. Before we dip, I spit for a DVD. Had, damn, you Frank, yeah, I fuck with you. Damn, yeah, you was on the job. Yeah, I fuck with you too. That's what's up. Bang. All right, we pop out. You know what I'm saying? So now the next day, the very next day, I get a phone call. I think I was like arguing with my BM or something. Like, and I think I was like arguing with my baby mom, went in the crib, go over L, get away from the tension or some shit, go calm my ass down before I get back outside. And in the process of rolling this L, my cousin called me. Mind you, at this time, my cousin called me. My cousin, like, he heavy bag boy at this time. So I used to always be like, I was like very paranoid of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was
I
paranoid of him
already.
having a lot of money because we was young. So I used to always be like, cuz you in your rear view, all right, if you think somebody plotting on you, tell me. If you think this, don't even do nothing. Just call me. So he called me out the blue. And I'm like I said, I'm mad. So I'm wanting it to be one of the wreck chasing calls. He ain't calling me about that shit. That nigga calling me about money. You know what I'm saying? He calling me about money. Cuz you feel like making some fucking paper. So I'm like, what's up? You feel like battling this? You feel like battling somebody? You know I ain't gonna call you for no nut ass paper, cuz. So I'm like, all right, man. I'm like, who? I'm like, what's up? You know some nut ass nigga named Joey Jihad, cuz. This nigga up here talking shit. I'm up my school. This nut ass nigga talk. This nigga, I said, where the fuck you at? He like, I'm up my school. Man, come get me. I'm gonna knock that nigga the fuck out. I just seen this nigga yesterday. This nigga just shit my. Come get me. I'm gonna punch this nigga in his fucking mouth. No, fuck, come on, cuz. Fuck all. We gotta get the money first. This and that and blasey, 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 blasey. You know what I mean?
So
So I'm like, man, fuck
what
that,
part of
cuz
the
I just
city?
seen this nigga. I'm like, I just seen this nigga yesterday, and I just extended the invite to all these niggas that was standing across from me, telling them niggas if any of them niggas wanted to get busy, then they could have got busy. Now the next day, you a fucking Cheney talking shit about me. You know what I'm saying? You in the hallway rapping. My cousin, mind you, it was because my cousin stopped him. The one when he said your cousin mean, he said you out of your league. And my cousin stopped him in the middle of him rapping. Like, man, you corny as shit. In the middle of him rapping.
Damn.
So that's how them two start arguing. And he like, man, you ain't fucking with my man. You ain't fucking with my little cousin, nigga. Who your man? Creed, nigga. Who your little cousin? Frank, nigga. You ain't fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it went about like that. So once he heard my name, he got to talking shit back. Like he ain't just shake my hand yesterday.
Damn.
You feel me? So
That's
now
crazy.
I get that phone call. Like I said, I'm already spiked. I just got finished arguing with my baby mom. The baby ain't even came yet. She's still pregnant. This is my first one on the way. I'm stressed the fuck out. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna punch this nigga in the fucking mouth. Man. What the fuck you talking about? You feel me? No, matter of fact, I think I already had my son. I already had my son at this time. Yeah, I had already had my son.
Okay.
Now my son had came now. So now I fucking I think I'm 18 at this time. My birthday that came at this time. Now when I get that phone call, like I said, I'm spiked. He and cuz like, no, we gonna get the money, cuz I don't care what you do after they hand us the money, you can punch that nigga in his fucking mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, man. He like, all right, I'm about to see what them niggas got. I'm gonna call you back. He called me back a couple minutes later. He like, them niggas, mind you, from the time that he hung up, he called me back like 10 minutes later. In between that time, I'm already like, what's up with this nigga Joey Jahad? Nigga, you must be on easy talking greasy, Joey. What you had? Fuck, is you mad? Cause on some real shit, I never heard of you. You were bumping my past. The pumper make me heard of you. Leave you with stiff phone. I was just already talking greasy. I already had a 16 for him already. You feel me? So that was from him calling me from there and back. And I ain't used to write back then. I used to remember my raps. You know what I'm saying? So I just put that shit together quick. So he tell me he coming to get me, nigga. I gotta have some fresh shit to be there right for the battle. So I can shake the room soon as we start battling. They gonna be like, damn, he put this shit together that for, you know what I'm saying? So he don't come get me. He like, they said tomorrow, we gonna meet up tomorrow, like 12 o'clock, some shit like that. 12, 1 o'clock. I call cuz tomorrow, 11 o'clock in the morning. What's up? See what's up with them niggas. They called back. Yeah, they talking about we gonna meet up at like fucking like 4 something, 5 something, some shit like that, right? Call cuz back. See what's up with them niggas. Them niggas like, nah, all right, them niggas talking about we going, I don't know what's up with them niggas. Them niggas talking about we gonna meet up at like 7 something, 8 something, some bullshit, right? So now I'm calling cuz again. Every time I would call him a half an hour before. You know what I'm saying? Yo, cuz, what's up with them niggas, man? He like, cuz if they don't answer this time, I don't give a fuck what you do to that nigga. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Right. So he called, they bullshit and still. He like, them niggas only had like $200. I guess whoever else he was trying to convince to put the money up, they probably ain't want to chance their money. That was probably what he had individually. You know what I'm saying? So they ain't have a stack or better, so we ain't battle. Bang. After that, he do the battle with Murder Mook. And then he had a Fiends Missing Teeth like Frank with the Grippers and throw my name out there as a punchline. But I'm not condoning you using my name as a punchline after you just was talking shit about me and then you just backed out the battle and all. So I'm not condoning all of that now. In the process of me hearing about that, my cousins had just got killed. Lil and Mont, who I got tatted on, they had wound up getting killed. And that was another one of my fuck rap moments.
Yeah.
You feel me? So during my fuck rap moment is when I heard, yo, I heard had this in you. He saying bars with your name in them and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm gonna kill that nigga. Fuck that nigga. It's up. That's what tip I was actually on. I was like, I was so young. And so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Naive.
already.
At this time, I'm like, yeah, man, fuck that nigga. We already young. My life on the line out this bitch every day anyway. Adding some more niggas to go to war with ain't about nothing. You feel me? So at this time, I'm like, man, fuck that nigga. I catch that nigga is up. You feel me? In the process, I get locked up. I get locked up like 3 times within like a 3-week span. First 2 times I had the money to bail. First time I bailed myself out. Second time my man helped me bail myself out. Then the third time I ain't had my bail money because I kept getting locked up back to back to back. Like I was like out of it. When my cousins had got caught out there, that shit had me out of it. I caught all these cases. So the third time, niggas let me sit. Niggas like, no, Frank drawn. He gotta chill.
Yeah.
You feel me? Niggas like, man, you gotta chill. Then Young Bob and them dropped their first hit, the very first headshot DVD. They dropped the very first headshot DVD now. Now, mind you, Reed Dollars dropped AAP. Me and Reed did it back and forth on AAP off of Kiss of Death. And that was the first time I dissed your head, right before I got locked up. Reed Dollars had dropped AAP right before the last time I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? So we was riding around banging that. We all in the middle of North banging that shit, promoting that shit. You feel me? He dissing Meek and Cheek. I'm dissing Joey Jahad. You know what I'm saying? So we like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? And he like, so he like motherfucking, so he like, he that's when he spit the joint on the DVD coming at me. I felt some type of way because I already would feel some type of way. I was me already. You feel me? I would find a reason. I was gonna find a reason anyway. You know what I'm saying? It was already stuck there. So I felt some type of way because I felt like them niggas ain't give me a chance to defend myself. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that type of situation for me. Like when that joint had first came out, I felt like them niggas, how y'all dropping a DVD? I'm somebody in the city. I'm him in the city at this time. You feel me? I'm Frank with the fucking Grippers going, nigga. One man army, TCYG, you feel me? I'm him in the city, you feel me? So I'm like, you gonna drop, how you gonna drop a DVD? I felt some type of way towards the promoters. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because I'm like, how y'all dropping a DVD with a nigga dissing me without giving me a chance to defend myself? You feel me?
Crazy. That's one-sided John right there.
So the whole concept was they was building a headshot movement. So it was to use me and Reed for clout. Me and Reed was the two bulls of the city. So now you got that. Now you got the situation where Reed and Eddie Morris is out there spitting for the DVD. Them niggas call Meek and them slide up there deep in shit. And you got Reek and me, Meek and Reed having that cipher that they had on Headshot One.
Yeah, Meek and Reed, they seem like they had like a love-hate relationship at that
It,
time.
it
Like they would
always
be
was a love. It always was a love-hate relationship because they beef was always really a rap beef. It was never like a really fuck that nigga passionate type of thing. It was always a rap beef. You feel me? And it was always based upon how Reed would react to it. And Reed, it was always rap.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, being that young, I think Reed understood the business of, the energy that it would bring, having them back and forth, and keeping to that music. It brought a whole different energy to the DVD era, period, with those back and forths.
See,
Niggas
but it was touchy. It was touchy though. It was very touchy. Like we
niggas
all
was
we all
doing
we
them
all
joints.
understood little dynamics, but it was things that we didn't understand also. Like, see, I was already like militant minded, so I understood that everything we gonna do gonna affect us. I understood that everything we gonna do get maximized. I understood we gotta stand on anything that we say. So if we gonna battle, if you gonna have a rap battle and you gonna kill a person verbally, you could kill them verbally without talking about killing them and how you gonna smack them and stuff like that. You can talk about how much cornier they is than you. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that. I took it serious when a motherfucker started talking about they gonna smack me, and I know a motherfucker. I know I would have been doing you fucking savagely bad in every placement and every cell I done been in. So it was like shit like that. Like, you feel me?
Facts. That's heavy because it's like on top of like head and all that. Y'all was really going in on Quill. Like I think Quilly must have, really had said something that really got under y'all skin,
See,
bro.
you know what the thing? The
You
thing
and
with
Reed
Quilly,
was in
the
y'all
thing with
back.
Quilly is Quilly ain't have nothing to do with nothing. It was like it was a clout chase. It was another clout chase. All that shit was like clout chasing. Everything was clout chasing. But it was like the thing that made it even was, or the thing that made it even was, I'm on this side with Reed. Reed going at niggas for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Reed going at Meek and them for nothing. And all them niggas is going at me for nothing. It became a clout chasing ritual after a while. Now, had it been me and Meek on the same side, and had them reading them on the same side, maybe it would differ. You would be able to see the different dynamic with how street this side was and how rappers this side was. You feel me? That's not saying that none of them was in the streets, but just the dynamic of our groups was
It's
more.
true. It's true, and I can't really, like you gotta, we come from under the locks and state prop era. That's like what we came up to. So it just was. I didn't consider it clout chasing for nobody. At the end of the day, I just looked at it as you always be in competition with each other and bringing that state prop locks. You know what I'm saying? That type of beef. You know what I'm
See,
saying? To
I
the
didn't like. I feel you. I ain't like it though because it was like to you it's entertainment when you doing all that. Everybody that has that type of everybody that has that type of opinion is just entertainment to them. They don't give a fuck about me being in them jail cells.
True.
They don't give a fuck about me carrying a pistol everywhere I go. They don't give a fuck about me walking down Joey's head block and them niggas and they could have been there waiting for me just as tough as I was looking for him. You feel me? They don't give a fuck when we really about to shoot ourselves up and I'm about to turn the city to Chicago if I wind up getting shot.
True, that's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like we got. So it was like it was a thing. It was a time. It was a moment I was in jail, right? To cut through all of the beef, right? It was a moment I was in jail. This is how it ended. And I was on quarantine at the time. And shit. I think it was for one of my gun cases. A nigga come up got a cast all on his hand. You know what I mean? And he like, damn, Frank, he hyping shit to see me. Frank, damn, I'm fucking man, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I just had to fuck some. I just came out of the I just came back from the hospital. I just had to fuck some nigga up down in the receiving room. This nigga was talking shit. We was down there arguing about you and Had. This
Fat.
nigga started talking shit. I just had to fuck this nigga up. They just called me back from the hospital, showing me this cast all down his arm.
Fat.
You feel me? So now when I see that instantly, wallahi, I think of Biggie and Tupac's last interviews when they talking about they beef.
Facts. And that's what make it deeper because entertainment is
Then you know what else, but you know what else mixed with them ideas I started thinking about. What made me start thinking about that? Because in them times we was already in talks with 50 Cent, 50 Cent talking about buying YouTube and promoting our beef through YouTube and things like that. And this is our everyday life. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's like I understood the dynamic, but people didn't understand that I was really a real life person. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like it was kind of different for me to have a man just talking certain stuff to me that he wouldn't do. And we could have just ended this shit with a face-to-face battle with over all this time. We could have ended all that shit with a face-to-face battle.
Yeah.
And we could have been doing what Smack was doing. Young Bob could have been doing what Smack was doing. OG could have been doing what Smack was doing. Now I could have been doing what Smack started doing. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas didn't carry it because that day that y'all see us in that room, when we that day y'all see us in that room, the first time that we attempted to squash it, and then Reed went up the radio and bombed on them. But at that day they'll see me in that room to squash it with them. That's what we talking about. We talking about after we you know what I mean, settle everything, we talking about having a battle at the Blue Horizon. Where all of us, everybody pairing up. Our battle Had, Reed battle Meek, Lil battle NH, fucking Kaboom battle us still. It was like that. We was pairing up like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's heavy, but everybody that was really watching them Jones from our city period, like 90,
and it wouldn't have changed nothing. It would have just organized it more because niggas would have been we would have been at them venues, packing them venues. It would have been more classical. We would have created Smack before Smack.
That's a fact, but y'all did create Smack before Smack. Y'all
we
did.
actually, we did when you talk to Essence, because if you break down if you're gonna break down lyricism, then I'm all over these niggas.
Yeah,
my DNA all over the board.
Facts, lyricism, face-to-face battles. I think that I know it was serious, and we know that it could have went down, but that's what made it so crazy back then.
No, absolutely.
Like Form Tuna just said, he dropped in the comment. He said he explained, or Tom, then you get drill rap. Like that was drill rap before drill rap. Like that shit.
No, it was drill rap. It was drill rap because I was actually, that's what type of music we actually was making. Like we was actually making cadence music, like rider music. Like I was actually making music like that, like ride with a young G. If your hood like a zoo nigga, ride. Like we was making music for you to go. Like, look, we was making like enemy music, like fuck these niggas, like it's up, like you know what I'm saying?
Like, we was young niggas. I'm 35 right now, so at the time, when that was fresh and all of that, these were the talks and placements, St. Gabe's, the Mills, like niggas was talking like that shit was real. Like a nigga would get punched in the face, if they said something wrong about the Grippaz, or if they, that shit was getting real, like, and niggas, that's what made niggas gravitate to it more, because we knew it was real. Like,
no, that's a fact. That's a fact. It came with a crazy plus. Like, so I can't negate it. The plus was tremendous because like every day I still get people. I'm still outside. Like I'm still amongst the people. So every day I still get, and I be on avenues and shit. So every day I still get people that's like, Damn, Frank, I grew up off you. Damn, Frank, I
Yeah,
grew up off you. I get
yeah,
phone calls from motherfuckers. I get phone calls, motherfuckers hitting me on Instagram or motherfuckers typing long shit in my DM. I just don't put it out there because I be humble
yeah.
about it. And motherfuckers be telling me I done had talks with them years ago that done changed their whole perception on life. I just had a young boy walk up on me. I was in my hood. I went to go visit my hood a couple weeks ago and shit. And I seen one of my young boys. He doing good for himself right now. He like in the construction and all of that type of
Mhm,
stuff. Like, now I mean, and he was a young boy from up southwest. I think I met him in my neighborhood though. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? But I think he was like wild when I met him when he was a youngin. And I was wild when I was a young boy, but I was still like OG mentality. Like I was in what I had to be in. You feel me? Like
Facts.
it was always a method to my madness, which is
Facts.
why I take my kicks in the ass as they come because I'm supposed to get them. This the hand I dealt. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So so now it's like I had this young boy walk up on me and tell me, man, you gotta get back on your rap shit. You gotta start dropping shit again. This and that, blasey blasey. Man, I changed my whole life because of you. This and that, and blasey blasey. Man, I was wild as shit. This and that. You don't remember when you had that talk with me? Took back the whole conversation word for word. I
Facts.
said this, and I was like this. You stopped me and was like blasey blasey and lazy lazy. Young boy, man, I promise you, if you change your life, I promise you, I'm gonna keep doing this rap shit, this and that, blasey blasey. You going blasey blasey blasey. He like, man, ever since I had that talk with you, I started working and shit like that. My whole life changed, man. I was fucked up. This and that was going on and that was going on. He said, I started working after that. I ain't never have a job, man. I started working. I started seeing shit always different, man. And like
Mm.
the more I would see you doing that rap shit, the more that shit would keep motivating me to keep on sticking to my word with what I was doing.
Damn,
I'm
that's
like, damn, fuck my head up.
that's heavy.
Frank, if you ever need me, man, just call me. I don't call them. I need them for what they give me when I see them.
Facts. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
and you gonna always be that man. Like I said before, when I was chopping it up with you, I heard nothing but good things, and of you always being sturdy, and it was never no fraudulent stuff with you or nothing, man. So your name always been golden, and niggas gonna always love you, Frank. You know what I'm saying, like you just different, bro. Like to me, like you give me that, like you got like a mob flow, like how Big used to be like Goodfellas and shit like that. Like I hear that shit when you spit, like yo, this nigga is different. Like this nigga smooth, grimy, everything all in one. Yeah, I mean, so your flow was always different,
I
and
appreciate that.
real rap. But when niggas like hear you rap, like that shit it just always hit different, man. So the streets gonna always love you, bro. And I gotta ask you this next, like you've been through different eras, and with you being an OG nowadays, and what made you get into like the new wave of like battling? Because we seen you like jump into like the battle academy, and it's like it take a lot to do that. I gotta salute you for that first and foremost because it's different now. It's different than from the era that you come from.
It's
You know,
definitely more witty. It's way more
yeah,
witty.
and I noticed with you getting on that stage, you are one of the few people besides like Ness that got like the thick skin that can, deal with that. You know what I'm talking about? Like because niggas it's different now. And you got a whole different fan base where they don't I feel like they don't salute the legends like you or Ness, how y'all deserve to be. So what made you get into that field and how did you feel about the new era of battle rap?
I always been AI. You know what I'm saying? I always depicted myself as AI when it come to music. You feel me? And it's like I always wanted to play Kobe and them again in the chip.
Okay,
You feel me? I just knew I was gonna go to practice this time around.
okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So it was like where everybody being where all these niggas like being the big dogs and all of that, like where all the battle rap thing going on and blowing up as how it went. Like I went upstate for a couple years. I went upstate from 2009 to 2012
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
for sure. I went upstate for I went upstate from 2009 to 2012 for 3 years, right? And I wound up missing a lot of hip hop. I missed a lot of hip hop. This is when like URL would. This is when I would come home and see the Conceiteds, the Hitman Hollers, the all of these niggas, and I would feel some type of way. To be honest, I would be hot.
Yeah,
My competitor, cause that's my competitive spirit. You
yeah,
feel me? Like so, I would be hot. I would be on fire. My drive was through the roof. Like I had raps every fucking day. I had a million fucking raps. I would have killed them niggas at this time. This when they start getting political at the same time, also.
facts.
You know what I'm saying? So we wind up tight. Queen's Flip had came down here with us. Me,
I
Reed,
saw
and
that.
they,
You were
yeah,
in
he
it.
had came down here with us. Yeah, we had a nice little time with him. So after that, after he came down here, we wound up putting a nice situation together. You know what I'm saying? And come maybe October 2014, I believe it was, or 13. We was on our way to URL to go sign the contracts. I didn't go that night, and NH didn't go that night. $3 and Kaboom went to go sign their contracts. They had all our contracts, but we was all coming back at the same time.
Damn.
And Mav Hoffa Sucker Punch Sirius Jones at the venue. That was going to be the same venue that the next event was supposed to take place.
Damn.
So they voided the contracts because they ain't had a venue no more.
Damn. So that joint got with it because of the math situation, basically.
We all was gonna come in. It would have never been a Reed Dollars versus John. We was all coming back at the same time.
Damn, that's
and Nate
crazy.
wouldn't still be on a hiatus. We was all coming back at the same time.
Damn.
That was in 2013. 14. Whenever Mav Hoffa Sucker Punch that event was for that December. They already had the contracts. The event was for that December.
Damn, that's heavy. Damn, that's crazy, man. Yo, that's heavy. I gotta also ask you, and I don't want to suck up too much of your time.
No, you good, bro. You good, bro. Yeah. This is good conversation.
Definitely, it's heavy, and I appreciate your time. I appreciate you tapping in, and definitely a big salute to you because you was never Hollywood, man. You always you kept your word, and I appreciate you for tapping in.
No, I'll never be Hollywood. I'm highly hood, man. Highly hood, man. I'll never be Hollywood. Highly hood, man. I want to turn. I never been a firm believer in Hollywood. That's why I never been that. I never been a firm believer in if you was able to move to Beverly Hills, your life changed. I never been a firm believer in if I live around a bunch of white people, then my paranoia gonna go down. I always trusted my people more. This is because I know my people more. This is my family, they my people. So I never felt like if I could move to China around a bunch of Chinese people, I'm gonna have a better life. I never felt like this. So I always felt like I wanted to live amongst my people, even if it is in a better community than the one that I live in now. I always wanted to live amongst my people and help my people build a better people. You feel me?
That's true. That's a fact, though. We need more like you, Grippaz, but it is what it is, man.
Hey, it's more like me. It's more like me, man. There's a lot of them young, and a lot of them still getting through the rift. They're going to survive. The ones that survive, they're going to turn out. They're going to be strong. Some of them going to be stronger than me.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And I just be appreciating that I'm able to play. I'll just be appreciating that in my lifespan within my dash. When I go in my coffin within my dash, I left a positive. I can leave a positive mark on some people, and hopefully it can be carried on and hopefully elevated, and you know what I'm saying, and things like that. I don't care about really being forgotten about. I just don't want the good lessons that God give me the strength to teach them go nowhere. You feel me?
That's heavy. I gotta ask you, Frank. Like you spoke on 50 and all of that, pretty much trying to co-sign y'all and pretty much push like the beef and the back and forths on YouTube. Were there any other labels or any other deals that were on the table for either you or Touch Money as a group back then?
Oh, well, I ain't gonna speak on everybody else's business because everybody else was having their interactions, like with the whole game, with the game as a whole. Everybody else was having a lot of interactions, and there was a lot of us, so a lot of us was having a lot of interactions with a lot of different artists. But the first interest that I actually ever got came from Eminem and G Unit and D12, and the first interest I ever got
Dang,
came
that's
from the
heavy.
Drake umbrella. First interest I ever got came from the Drake umbrella. So that was always where I set my head at, because I felt like they appreciated me. And it was like the things they would say about me, like when I would hear them talking about me behind my back, Eminem and 50, like the things they would say about me when I would hear them talking about my behind my back made me appreciate them because they appreciate me. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was already calling me a star. Like before anybody believed I was a star, or before they knew me or met me, I still have yet to meet Eminem. These boys already believed I'm a star. I was a star.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Before I met 50, 50 already believed I was a star. You feel me? So I never heard that out of nobody else's mouth at that time. No other artists. And then Jeezy was like big interested at one point in time. It's a
Jeezy,
comedian.
Jeezy and Wayne was both interested.
Yeah, it was just a thing. It was a thing where Weezy was still in his element of wanting to be the best rapper alive.
Yeah.
So like, nah, man, it was a thing where he used us for more as motivation
Uh-huh.
than if he's trying to what than he was trying to turn him. Like we hear about his interest from long distance a lot. You feel me? And like I had met a comedian Denny Live from the city.
Mm-hmm.
Denny Live, at one point in time, he was very popular comedian from the city.
Mm-hmm.
Before Kevin Hart, he was probably the most popular comedian.
Facts. I remember him.
He had I called him on 49 from Baltimore. We had Top Class Studio on 49 from Baltimore. My man Scheme, some nigga named Scheme, used to be in the studio with us.
Mhm.
He, hold up, excuse me.
It's all
He
good.
come to the Chinese, my bad.
You
He
good?
come to the Chinese store, right? He come from the Chinese store with Denny Live. Mind you, I'm a fan of Denny Live. You know what I mean? I just seen him come in second place on the joint with Fox with him and the young boy Lord JJ. And JJ only beat him because JJ was younger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I was a fan of him. He popped in the studio. He see me. He happy as shit. Oh shit! Frank with the grippers going? I just went down. He said, "We'll read dollars. How y'all two ain't together? I'm used. Every time I see y'all two together, where Reed Dollars at? I know he around here somewhere." Right? So Reed ain't here. Nah, man. So he like, man, you know how I heard about y'all? I ain't even hear about you in the city. I ain't hear about y'all in the city. He said, I heard about y'all. I was doing a show. He said he was down in Louisiana or Miami or something. He like, and I was backstage and I had Wheezy and Jeezy. He like, and I walk up on Wheezy and Jeezy and they going back and forth, spitting these raps back and forth. Right? He like, then I start paying attention. They arguing who the hottest who the hottest in Philly. He like, they arguing who the hottest in Philly. Weezy spitting Reed shit and Jeezy spitting your shit. They arguing who the hottest out of Philly,
Damn, that's
spitting
heavy.
our shit back and forth to each other. So he like, that's how I first hear about y'all.
Damn.
So I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Mind you, at this time, I'm probably like 19 at this time. So now, this shit done blew my mind. I'm like 18, 19. I'm like, damn. Like, you know what I mean? So it was always, it was always a lot around. My closest tie was always the G unit.
Mm-hmm.
I would always like interact with them and things like that. So my closest ties was always the G unit. I never really see too much label shit.
Yeah.
Always wanted to be a mogul
Yeah.
more so than a sign my artistry away.
Damn. That's heavy. Yeah.
So I believe that Top Class, like I had believed in Reed taking that independent deal at Top Class because it was like the deal was going to be young and it was from an independent label, which it would have been more controlled and
Mhm.
we would have been able to be more widespread because they were still willing to invest big label energy behind it. So I felt like that was going to make us more widespread and establish us as a whole. And he would have been able to create a label and then sign all of us, and we would have been able to do whatever we need to do from there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's how it was. I always believed in being independent because we always was a strong force before we even like, you know what I'm saying? It was always me, Rain, Reed, Eddie Morris, and I always had Cree attached to me also.
Facts, big facts.
And so it was all I always came from. I already had a strong force always, and I always compared me and my niggas. I would always compare us to the groups that's in the rap game. Oh yeah, I could fuck with so and so. I don't give a fuck if it was Kiss or Styles. If I had to fuck with them, then I this how my mentality was. All right, if we got to do this, we got to do this. You feel me? So it was just like I always felt like the game was our competition. I never felt like Philly niggas was my competition.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's deep too, because with you saying that and people saw like the back and forth, that's heavy that you said that, you know what I mean?
That's why I never. That's why I like. If you notice, when we was going through all that beefing, I ain't got like when I drive Ride with a Young G was the only mixtape I dropped. Well, I dropped like two Jones, Ride with a Young G and Ride with a Young G Part Two. But my mixtapes, I would have scattered around disses throughout my mixtapes, but I wouldn't be. I would diss niggas throughout regular verses because I was already used to talking in code. Like I grew up mob style because I always knew like if I was to catch one of them in traffic, then it really, you know what I'm saying? It really might get crazy. If they don't back down how they supposed to back down when I put the press on them, then it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Niggas
I
knew that.
already had that mentality where I gotta watch what I say.
Yeah.
Like Kriya Eddie Mars will always remind me, like, bro, you can't be saying certain shit. You can't be, I'm telling you, bro, you're gonna put yourself in jail. They already watch you. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You already too popular, bro. You don't know how popular you is. Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. Like, you know, and then it's just like, free breaks, man. But it's like, that situation. It's like, if one of y'all was to do something, the whole world knew who y'all was. Though everybody
Yeah,
in the
it was like
city
that. It was like that.
knew
See
who
what the
y'all
thing
was.
is, but see, the concept that I got. They was trying to turn us into Chicago, man, and I was like happy that I didn't get no deal back then.
We called it Chicago before Chicago was as reckless as it
No, I'm
was.
talking about they was trying to make us start killing each other. They was
Okay,
trying to give us young niggas a bunch of money where we were still
I see what
immature
you're
and
saying. I see what
obnoxious,
you're saying.
with
I see what you're saying.
heart full of hate, all this shit that we ain't get over yet from our past, and we about to take that shit out on each other because I could buy the whole city guns, and I got neighborhoods all over the city that I'm attached to, so everybody getting guns and work.
And even without the money and all of that, y'all had influence. Like
So
niggas
you see what
would
I'm saying?
use
Even
all that
without the money, the influence was already crazy. Where it was so much going on out this joint.
influence was crazy. Even if
It
them
was
trips
probably
on,
come
if
out
them trips on state road, y'all niggas could have start riots and anything in that joint. Like that
And
was
it was a lot of one thing. The one positive thing though, it was a lot of money that generated. That that shit generated a lot of revenue in the city
let's
to
talk
so many
about it.
different households. It generated a lot of revenue.
No, Frank, not to cut you off. All right, now you understand how streams and everything work nowadays, and
Hmm.
like, what do you feel as though was better, the revenue that y'all were generating off of being able to put mixtapes or albums out, or do you feel like
Stream money.
yeah,
No, the
stream,
revenue from back in the day was always better because it was like I could come outside. Like it was like this, right? See, I had my son, right? You feel me?
mm-hmm,
So it was like and I was living by myself and shit all the time. So it was, or if I was living with another motherfucker, I always had to pay extra because I'm in another living with another motherfucker. You feel me?
mm-hmm,
So it was times that I would have some rough ass times and wouldn't had no money. You feel me? And I would have to motherfucker, and I would have to like, you know what I'm saying, go get CDs out the studio. You feel me? And and motherfucking the CD game was so generous at that time. Like I could go to fucking the gallery or 52nd Street because I'm the artist. I don't care how many stands out there because I'm the artist. They're gonna come to me first. So it was like I could go to my hood or I could just be like, man, fuck it, I'm about to work on a project. I'm about to put this shit out. And once I put something out or something, take my shit, take Reed shit, take Rain Man shit, take Eddie Mars Untamed Dog shit, take NH and Kaboom shit, and I'll be out on the motherfucking road. And I know I could make it stack today. I know I could come back with at least 500 a stack today. Easy.
That's heavy.
Easy. I could leave with if I leave with 100 CDs, I'm damn sure gonna sell 50 to 70 before I get tired. So it was like I was cool. Like we was cool. The revenue from that, we was actually seeing our value offhand. You know what I'm saying? The grind that you put in it, what you gonna get back from it. And like if we was getting money out the stores also. You know what I'm saying? So we was getting individual money. We was getting money off of dropping CDs in the stores. It was like, you know what I'm saying? You was getting as much work you put in as what you was gonna get.
That's heavy. That's
So
heavy.
like back then you was able to see who hot and who not.
That's true, because if you was hot, y'all drinks was automatically selling. You know
Niggas
what I'm
gonna buy your shit. Like I knew who my buyers were. Like I always had the streets in the headlock. You
yeah,
feel me? So I already knew all of my buyers was gonna come from the street. So I know where to go with my CD. I go in all the trenches.
that's facts. And,
I go in all the trenches. I don't go to all the fancy spots with my CD all the time. I go in all the trenches. I'm young at the time, so me being in the fancy spots work because I'm young. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a young street nigga, so that's why me being in the fancy spots work. But me being a street nigga work in all the trenches, all the motherfucking trenches. I've been in all the trenches around the city, all of them. There's not one trench that ain't said Frank. Ew.
Facts, definitely.
It ain't damn near one block on this city that's a fucking cold block where a nigga ain't shook my hand in.
Facts, and that was also was something that was unique about you, you know. And I just feel like being from the P period, y'all carry it like that period where y'all, you know, like everybody can't come to the P, you know what I mean? But niggas from the P can go everywhere. You know what I mean? Like you can
That's how it is.
you catch the Grippaz anywhere. You know what I mean? Like
that's how it is.
And you know, it was just always you know, like a different kind of respect for you. You know what I'm talking about? So,
I consider it. And I don't take advantage of it. I respect it. You feel me? I respect that respect that people got for me. I hold it to high regard, very high regard, and I respect it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why even at times I like to show the people my shortcomings because I mean accept responsibility in their face also and correct it in front of their face also. You feel me? As opposed to most rappers, a lot of people argue about all they good shit because that's all they see is they good shit and they sweep their bad shit under the rug. You feel me? So but all my bad shit just come with the growth and development of being a man. So I don't make them. My heart is always in the right place. You know what I'm saying? So it don't really be mattering. It don't really matter. Like sometimes I may be misunderstood. I may be a little bit too harsh. I may be a little bit too frank sometimes, but in all reality, my words is different than my delivery, and my words actually have more impact than my delivery. So at times I know I got to work on my delivery, but as long as I keep my heart in the right place, the ends wind up justifying the means in most cases.
That's heavy. That's deep right there. Dang. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, and you know, I gotta ask you this, you know what I'm saying, Frank, because you know, I know you've been busy and all that, but we got to do an in-person joint sometime in the future. So I don't want to hit you.
No doubt. Hey, listen, I ain't gonna front. I can't write a book on my life, bro. I can't write a book. My shit ain't a movie. If they would have caught me back then when I first was 17, Big Star Frank, I probably would have could have gave y'all a little movie. This shit too much. It's a movie every year now.
Man, listen,
this shit a movie every 3 months.
You ain't gotta write it down. Everything you saying out your mouth is a chapter. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it's different events in every chapter. You can speak on different situations and add more to it, and because you know every time, like it's things you spoke on where it could be more even to that story. You know what I'm talking about? So
trust me, it's more to everything that I just spoke on. We ain't even getting that with none of that shit.
already. once again, it's an honor to have you. But I just gotta ask you, one more thing. Like, was there any artists, whether it's from the streets of Philly or artists that you crossed by, period, that you wanted to work with but never got a chance to work with?
Um, are you speaking of like artists overall
All right, listen, I'm gonna say
or
this.
underground artists
Look,
or
I'm gonna narrow it down a little bit. Artists overall, but in the city of Philly. I'm not going to speak about
oh
nobody outside of Philly right now. Like anybody you wanted to work with, whether it was whoever, like, but from our city that you never got a chance to work with.
uh
Yeah.
it was quite a few people that it's quite a few people that I would say I wanted to work with that I never got the chance. Spinach.
Oh man, rest in peace, Spinach.
Quite a few
Spinach,
people that I
man.
wanted to work with I never got to work with. So I would say Spinach would be that's one of the first names that come to mind.
That's
That was the first rapper I didn't meet
mm-hmm.
besides like Tupac and shit. That
Okay.
I
So
was like salty and shit when Spinach died. I anticipated meeting this nigga and like everybody that was elite, I wanted to meet him, had these
yeah,
ciphers and share this shit, this love we had for this hip hop thing. You feel me?
facts.
So
Facts.
I was hurt when Spinach died. I never got a
Yeah,
chance to have that cipher.
that was sad. Like, and I'm from that part of the city. It was very, very sad, and especially how everything
That
felt.
joint was sad.
Not to talk about it too much, but the
That was sad
situation.
because Big Star just gave us a chance, man. Big Star just started giving all of. He was in my same class. You feel me?
Dang.
So me, him, and Reed, we was all supposed to start bubbling at the same time. We
He
was all in the
bubbly,
same
and
class,
he was hungry just like y'all, bro. Like that nigga,
right? And that's
hungry,
why
hungry, bro. Like,
that's what be making me. That's what make me salty about him, man.
yeah, like,
Spinach is one
talent.
of the few artists that I never got a chance to work with that I really, really wanted to work with.
Dang, that's crazy, man. Rest
Uh,
in peace.
the beat was crazy is me and Bricks never even really got the chance to do too much work together.
Besides, like the DVD stuff, like as far as putting stuff out, and Free Bricks. I don't know how you, because I know you be busy and all that, but I don't know if you got a chance to really tune in. But Brick Raw, he had got like a YouTube channel lately, and he been like doing Jones like because they got the how they do the visits and all that now on the
Right.
and all that. So he been talking. It just was crazy, man. Shout out to Bricks, man. Like it was very very unfortunate situation. I don't know if you got a chance to.
Yeah,
to
his situation is definitely extremely unfortunate. His situation is
yeah,
extremely
definitely.
unfortunate, and like his situation is like some of the ill comings of youth, like and
Facts,
him being him, me being me, and us like witnessing the
facts,
lives that we lived and each other's and our peers and things like that is why I try not to be too hard in judgment when it comes to these young guys
facts.
even though a lot of these situations get sentimental because some of them hit home.
It do, it do.
So,
Even
but I still, at the end of the day, I still can never think like a regular person again. And a lot of people don't even understand my positioning. You know what I'm saying? Where I can't think like a regular person again. You feel me?
facts.
Like all of these kids is my kids. You feel me?
True, that's true.
At some extent, you feel me? And it was like I was the first drill rapper in the city.
Facts.
Me and my peers. You feel
That
me?
going that niggas having that on the visual and really got niggas going crazy over them Jones, Frank, man. So man,
So it's like I'm always conscious. I'm always very conscious that a lot of these kids gonna grow. So what I ask them is, what you gonna do if you survive?
man,
Ain't nobody asked me that when I was younger. They asked me what's my 5-year plan, what's my 10-year plan, do I ever plan on making it out? They asked me all that. They ain't asked me what you gonna do if God make you survive this shit. What you gonna do? If God just got it written for you to survive, what you gonna do?
damn. that you know, because you know when you're
Niggas
young,
ain't asked me that. We was going to war with so many niggas. Life was on the line.
yeah,
Everything. I'm thinking I'm going to die and waiting through my son on
yeah,
some goofy ass Maricool fantasy land shit. That's what
yeah,
I was thinking. Oh, I had a son early. I might be one of the niggas that's going to die young. The good die
yeah,
young. All right, I might be going to die young. I'm going all out. Fuck these niggas.
yeah. You can't picture being a dinosaur at that age. You know what I mean? And plus
No,
that's
not at all. Not at all.
that's heavy, man. Damn, that's heavy, bro.
Not
Like,
at all. It's far fetched. It's far fetched from your reality and from your consciousness of reality, where how we're taught to conduct and conduct ourselves amongst each other, and how we talk that we're not even supposed to think that deeply when we are supposed to think about death at an early age. We are supposed to be taught about death at an early age because we're supposed to always be serious about doing good things and understanding that we gonna be judged after our death and understanding that anytime we could die. So if the last thing that you did was good, it count. So it'd be like you don't never if you always conscious of never knowing, then you entitled to do more good things throughout your life.
damn, that's heavy. That's heavy.
It's not really nothing to fear. It's something to be more conscious of and
That,
considerate of. And when you gain more knowledge on, when you actually gain more knowledge of it, it don't really matter what religion you believe in. You just can't stop seeking knowledge, and you're
true.
going to wind up where I'm at. If you don't stop seeking knowledge, you're going to wind up where I'm at because the knowledge where I'm at, the knowledge is more extensive of where I landed on where I landed. The knowledge is more extensive in these categories than in any other place, and they
That's
connect more. So I wouldn't speak on religion and all of these things, but from my studies on life and the things that I have studied, like I believe that we just need to read more. We still under the essence of you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book, and they still
true.
writing books. They still writing books, and they not putting all of them on as ebooks.
Facts.
So
Facts.
we still gotta read, and we can't just let people talk the words to us. We gotta read, read, read. If I hear somebody say something, if I don't understand it, I go do research on it.
Facts. You need the proofs and the evidences. You know what I mean? Like,
And when you do Google, like you got to research who you researching from. Like
yeah.
if you know that person is a solid person, if you know
Information.
that person, right? If you know that person is a solid person, it don't matter if they solid in that field.
Hmm.
Because a person can be very intelligent in that field, but be a snake person and lead you the wrong way because they are intelligent in that field. So they know how to make it sound good while they leading you on a fucked up path.
That's true as leaders out here nowadays where they be sharp. You know what I'm saying? And
Very, extremely. It's why you think we got all these different religions. People
yeah,
will learn a little bit of the truth and then they
facts,
twist it with they shit because they the super
facts,
scholar. They the one that was able to learn it all and they get evil. People get arrogant. We human beings. We are human beings. We got this sickness in our heart where we want to run everything. And
facts.
we greedy. Mankind is so greedy that if you give mankind a mountain of gold, he still want a mountain of gold, even though he can't spend that. He still want to be trying to get a whole nother mountain of gold throughout his lifetime, even though he can't spend that first mountain of gold throughout his lifetime.
Damn.
He'll still be trying to get a whole nother mountain of gold. He not gonna stop doing shit. He gonna still be trying to get a whole nother mountain of gold. This how greedy mankind is. So when we understand who we are, we understand more how to tame our desires.
That's heavy. That's heavy, Frank. You know what I'm saying? Man, I really appreciate you, Frank. You've been dropping some
No doubt, no
gems,
doubt.
bro. Like I really appreciate you, and you know, people got to see a different side of Frank. You know what I'm talking about?
No doubt, man.
So much love and respect to you. I'm definitely gonna hit your jack up. I'm looking forward to work with you in the future. But I just gotta ask you this last thing. Is there anything last that you want to leave the people with, and also drop your plugs? I'm gonna give you the solo screen.
Um, Sheesh. My quite frankly of the day it'd be patience. Patience, dedication, perseverance. With hardships comes ease, but you gotta be patient to it in order to see the blessing that you get in your hardships. And just keep it going. Whatever you got going on, don't limit yourself. And even if you do become a worker, work for society and don't work against yourself. Work for society and don't work for society, if you know what I mean. Like be something that's meaningful to the people. Like sell something that's always gonna sell. Teach your kids and teach your younger ones and teach your peers and teach your woman and teach your man. Teach each other how to do things that's going to be meaningful to the realities that we face and we live in every day, as opposed to trying to be entertainers, because entertainment is a thing that's to distract us from what's really going on out here. And if we spend all day on YouTube and watching movies and watching me rap, then we don't pay attention to the sicknesses and the illness that's going to be spreading amongst us, and the things that's already going through our system, because we already been eating all this fucked up vegetation and these fucked up food and all of these things. And we gotta understand what's going on in front of us. I just want everybody to just continue to seek knowledge and be patient with life, because this shit ain't over today. So as long as it ain't over today, then you got a chance, quite frankly.
Quite frankly, man, it's no more to it, man. We appreciate you much once again, Frank, with the grippers, man. We love you, man. The streets love you.
Love
Keep
y'all too,
doing
my
your
nigga. Love
thing.
you too. Salute to that,
Keep,
man.
keep working,
Appreciate you.
man. Stay in the studio because you very, very important to the city, very important to the culture.
I
You know,
appreciate you. I appreciate you.
for sure, man. We appreciate you, but we just gonna end
I
it like,
appreciate the culture for making me important. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, man. But you earned it. You know what I mean? It hard work pays off. You know what I'm talking about. So
I appreciate it.
for sure, man. Much love and respect, Frank, man. This SV Twiz, the Hood blogger, Philly legend in the building. Frank with the grippers, man. Philly's own, the P own, man. You know how we carry it, but we about this joint, man. And stay tuned in, man, because we definitely, like I said, me and Frank, we going to do it in person, joint in the future. You know, Frank's schedule tight, my schedule a little tight, and all of that. So we gonna make it happen, man. Everybody have a great night, man. Stay up. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is, man. There's no more to it.
Salute.